Kaboom! Wherever you are, welcome back. It's underscore Ginto back again to the root of today. Wherever you are, this gonna be the right time to come right now, to enter right now, to be in. Let's go. It's underscore Ginto, and this is the beginning of this video. Wherever you are, have a slanting position. Look for a coffee. Things gonna be boiling into this position right now. And here we are, guys, into this position. It's one-on-one from my banana plantation from this position, and due to public demand, people are talking about again to get another channel, so as you can just redeem with some of the charity work. And this channel gonna be coming to you live with the telenovelas, shenanigans, and shagala bagala issues from coming to Nyabuhanse, and things gonna be very, very fantastic. Yesterday I had a conversation with the Nairobi teacher one-on-one, and here we are today. It's Rindima, fantastic. So guys, I have a clue point. Let me tell you one thing. I ever talked about no one can ever stay at somewhere. You can never stay at this point, and your time is coming. And I was talking about, because we have envious people who are always talking bad about people, talking bad about the friends they have across there, and that's the real thing that's ongoing into this position. One thing I was ever talking about, one boy called Mawira. Let me talk about this guy. There's a day I did a video and I talked about Mawira. We have a long way to go, because I ever saw it coming, because I had 2-3 things, because I have people doing some investigations outside here, and the report is coming. Maybe I am the one who is making it. So the point to drive home is one. Let me say this. Let me give you a story, guys. One day, the guy called Mawira went to look for outside food, because there's no one who can just cook there some fantastic food so as people can just eat. Who now can cook food there? Uncle Mo. Uncle Mo, whenever he's just cooking some food, even the eaters can just, whenever you see Uncle Mo's face this way, even eaters can talk about, no. If only throwing some maize to the birds flew out, what about human beings? So Uncle Mo cannot cook and you eat, my friend. Whenever he's just, that's how he's always talking about. How can you just eat the food? Maybe he's splitting some of the talk about the saliva into the food. So even Mawira was so brave talking about, I cannot eat food that I cannot. You know how tall he is and how dark he is a little bit. So, and always with shorts, very big shorts, black shorts, and is now going to be served food with the Uncle Mo. It cannot be. Even talking only, how can Uncle Mo even invite somebody come and eat? The food is ready. Mawira, I know to cook, Today I'm cooking. It will be so chaotic. So chaotic. Even someone will talk about, if this is the person who is cooking, I cannot eat the food. And it's always, I don't know if Uncle Jamaica is receiving. Those people have problem inside there. Because whenever I was into that position, I never saw Uncle Mo cooking, because no one could eat the food. I talk about, there's a day he went to even put some feeds to the fish. They never ate. And they started talking about, there's no fish inside there. Congressman, there's no fish inside there. Tell him, there's no fish inside there. So you can just imagine. And it's, be serious sometimes, my friend. Just bring somebody who can just cook. And that's why they have a lady there. And they have started, I'll come to that story. So, Mawira one day talked about, supper I cannot eat. If I'm not there to cook, me and the Gake, I cannot eat something that it's cooked with the Uncle Mo. Let me move forward to Nyabuhanse. So, Mawira went back to Nyabuhanse and went and got some hotel, a small hotel there, and ate some food from there, which is the fast food. Some we carried, and it doesn't even, Mawira doesn't drink water from the villa. Doesn't. He always purchase, and it's ongoing until to date. And this this character, it's coming from the time he was being sick. He was talking about the water from the Vira is very bad. It is bringing illness. And from that position, he was talking about the Vira is a cultive because it has some cultiness that is bringing him only gonna be sick. Whenever he comes, he's gonna be sick. And that's it. Because that's how the things are running. So he always purchase water from from the shops. So whenever he was now having water from this side, you know how he always walk, always with the phone, always the phone at the you will think maybe it's a call, maybe it's a fake call. Whenever he wants to bypass you, he doesn't want any story, he puts here some phone and it is not even ringing and not speaking to anyone, just pass you like he was just talking to the phone. But it's the criteria that's in Africa. We recognize that one. There's no problem, my friend. And now he was doing this, carrying water and some talk about some fast food. So he was now walking to the Villa. It was past like 30 minutes past. It was like 15 minutes past 7 in the evening. So the rules that are being governed and that position, the Villa, it's about whenever it's 7 past 7, no entry. And now Mawira was now walking majestically, knowing that I'm just living there. There's no problem. Let me go. Nah. And you know how he always. So you'll think maybe it's a dog that has run for several kilometers and. So he always walk, and the phone is here sometimes, and yeah. So whenever he was now talking about, okay, let me now reach out to the Villa. Whenever he reached at the gate, he was told, my friend, it's past time. There's no entry, anyone. The boy was told no entry, and Mawira talked about him. He called Gitiriba. Let me call Gitiriba. And they called Gitiriba. Hey, bro, where are you, man? Why are they talking about I should not have an appointment here, or or I cannot enter into the Villa? What's the problem? Gitiriba talked about, Mawira, you know the rules. Why are you acting like you don't know the rules? Mawira asked, who just put the rules? Because I don't know them. Because if I could know them, I just go. Because why do you want to restrict? I'm a YouTuber. Why could you want to restrict me? Kibe talk talk about Gitiriba always spoke to him. Hey, do this. That's not your home. And I'm the controller. So I was about. This boy is talking about is the controller. Control of what? Control of what? Now, Mawira was there. He was to be given the contract with the Jamaican uncle to oversee how the construction of the new things he wants to construct there, like the motels, I don't know, something like that. Then he has now that envious, because right now there's no content there. So Gitiriba was about, because we were talking about Uncle Mopi, I am the PA. Now, the things stand. Now they went to Mawira. Now it's envious, jealousy. Talking about now Mawira is coming here to overtake. He has to go back to their place. We remain as the people who are here. And that's the same thing that's ongoing. So they want to make sure that these people don't progress here. They have to leave. And that rule is always, it's coming because of one thing. And Gake is the next person, because the only thing that's putting Gake there, it's only that he's helping Gitiriba to upload videos and helping him to edit some videos and post and give him the titles: transformation, revitalization, makeover. That's the only thing that's always continuing there. And whenever now this boy gets a new person who will be uploading, Gake, you don't have a place. Gake, you don't have a place. And that's what is just ongoing. That is it. And now Mawira was forced to make sure that he's going back to Nyabohanse. He never slept that day at the Villa. He was denied a chance. And a person who wants to chase you doesn't tell you, I don't want you. Start seeing how things are going. I ever told this to Mawira. Mawira, my friend, Don't be somebody that you don't understand these things because you know everything and you know what Gitiriba is always. And they always call Marwa. Nowadays, Mawira is coming with some ladies here. Nowadays, Mawira is inviting people. Nowadays, Mawira is just leaving and getting out. He doesn't do any work. This is what he always talk about. So Marwa always ask, how do you want us to do it? Mawira should go home. Mawira should, and that's how Mawira was told, my friend, you don't have a position here, please go back to Meru and do your own things at Meru, because this is not your space, this is not your place, and go stay there because you are coming here to cause trouble, because we want the contract from Jamaican uncle. We will go straight to the point. That is it. And that's the newest thing that's coming. No one will ever tell you such kind of the things, because I have all the informations and I have everything that's ongoing and everything on board, and that's how the things are running. The second point I was talking about is about Gitiriba. Gitiriba, after me bringing the lady who confessed that she was told that, okay, whenever you be my friend, whenever you be my girlfriend, I want to be promoting you, giving you some eating money. I want to be exchanging our fluids, you know. I want to be making sure that everything is coming to you live and going to be one-on-one. I don't know if it is the stomach, it will be the one-on-one. I don't know. So the things that it was ever, you know how to just resplendicate the girl, make sure that you get the girl into the spousing manner, and make sure that she gets to your tunnel, and make sure that everything is perpendicular per unit time. So that's how he was always talking, and the girl fall in love, but she talked about she knows her messes, and she cannot mess with it because she knows everything about it. Now there's a day now I caught now Gitiriba was walking, and he came and was looking for me, and I came and I was told that, okay, Gitiriba was looking for you. I want a small chit chat with you. Then a little bit like 20 minutes I was walking, I saw a motorbike coming. Now it was Gitiriba on board, and it was about, hey, come to this side. You know how the roads in Kenya are, the other side and this side, the left side and right side. So whenever I was walking now, it was on the left side. Then he called, I was at the right. It was about, hey, bro, come, I tell you something. And I was about, hey, am I the one to come or you? Because you are the one who is looking for me. So come where I want. And I was going to somewhere. I talked about, come to where I am going so as you can just talk to me. Then whenever he came, he started talking about, bro, please. You know the things I did, yes, you know. But please, can you spare me a little bit? I'll give you what you want, please. Even if it's something small. I was about, okay, so you want you to continue the same things you are doing at the village to make sure that you are giving me money. Or you want to cultivate me, the cultiness. You want to bring the cult, because even, I'm coming to that. So I was about, bro, if you want me to spare you, make sure that you are doing things that are correct, because you are always talking about you are now the head of the villa. You are the head of this. You want to control everyone. You want to make sure that everyone is bounding at you whenever Mauro is not around. So why do you want to behave like a crooked? You want to behave like a crook. You want to behave like a goon. Why? Why can't you just change? And it was about, you know, my friend, you know, these things I'm not going to tackle the ladies. I've just changed. I was about, okay, is it the change of me have changed you, or which kind of a change has changed you? So it was about, okay, bro, spare me, please spare me, and we shall talk next. I was about, okay, no problem, I will spare you whenever you do what is right to the environment. And that was the fact. And I just talked about have much things to do. Can you just go? And we have that case of Anastasia. I was talking about bringing her live, making sure that people are commenting that she has to go to make sure that she is being tested about if things gonna be onto the stomach. So I got a message from. Let me give you this story, guys. I got a call, and the call was from the makeover, which is Gake. And Gake is the one who was misleading and making sure that he is misleading that small girl into the villa. And everyone knows that one. And now he thought that, okay, Ginto has now entered into that panel. Now he wants to rectify the mistake, excavate things outside. So he created a YouTube channel and he named it the name of Anastasia. And he now texted me talking about, hey, I am Anastasia. Please don't talk about me. Please, I don't want anything about that. So it was about, and the real channel, it was just one day created, the same day. And I know Anastasia doesn't have any touch phone, which is a smartphone, doesn't have a smartphone. Who was it? Don't keep us mind. Don't think we are stupid, my friend. Gake, wherever you are, just I know who you are, and I know how capable you are, onto the villa, and I know you are dealing with her. I know you are dealing with something. I know you are dealing with her everything. You are the controller now. You are the storekeeper. You are everything. But don't control the lady, because if you are the one who is making things not to go straight, they will be coming, because time will tell. Time will tell. If it's there, my friend, time will tell, because I am in good association with the grandmother. I have good association with the family, because the plot that the fish ponds are, they are from their family. So there's no problem about that. So I'm going to be excavating everything and going to be coming to you guys one-on-one. And I will just give this information to Gake. Don't think about people are just stupid outside here, thinking about you are something that it's very horrible, or maybe very honored. You are so horrible sometimes. So don't think that we don't know what's just ongoing. And also, there's this lady called Robbie girl. This is the lady, she never talked about what she was about. Let me tell you a story, guys. It was in 2020. They finished, I think it was 2020, the recruitment of the Form 4 leavers who have just done their KCSE. Now they are waiting for the result. It was in 2020. Then they were waiting for the result outside here before they could go to the campus and colleges and disperse themselves to certain schools they're going to be learning. So the company called Safaricom, which is a fiber networking company, and also the lines and the communication things and communication everything. So it came to recruit much of the ladies only, so as they can just put them in one of the business of selling these lines, the gadgets that they lean that you put onto the phone, so as you can call somebody. So they recruited many. I am Boke was one of the team. It's Robbie was one of the team. So these people are always lying to you that, okay, you know, this life is this way, this life is this way. And even Robbie, wherever you are, tell people what happened, because it's called Safaricom Kids. If you don't know that, there are Safaricom Kids in Kenya in 2020. There are Safaricom Kids. We call them Safaricom Kids because during that process of now, they finished their Form 4 and they were given managers to manage them, and the company get them some over, talk about the vehicles, so as they can just go around to the villages, to anywhere, so as they can just sell and market their line, which is a line of communication. And I was about, okay, there's no problem. There were and the people who were heading it, there were these people of like the Indians, the Semites, these Semites people. So they were the ones who were driving. So they will deal with them, because if a supervisor is a boy and all the supervisors were boys, and the marketers, this now young ladies like Boke and Robbie was so slender during that time, was a little bit of a figure, sized. Even a 360 could be turning very fantastic. But right now, look at how she is right now, and you know that they have kids outside there. Safaricom Kids are there. So Robbie doesn't talk about that. At least Boke talks about that. She has a kid for Safaricom. It's always available. And people have terminated pregnancies. These ladies have terminated pregnancies, guys. I'm telling you this as a fact, because it's there. They know that. They terminated much of them because they could not, the fathers and the parents could not bear that kind of a stupidity from them, because they went for work while coming back with a pregnancy. So they terminated them. And that's the fact. They don't talk about that. just always be focused and make sure that whenever you want to attack Gintu, you know that Gintu doesn't know anything about you. And I don't think if I don't know anything about somebody, because I can Google and make sure that I'm getting the point from everyone's and make sure that everything is coming to you live and it's one-on-one. So this is the second chapter. No, I'm opening the third chapter. And the third chapter is about, there's one lady called Mercy Empire. And also the guy called the Sausage, if you can just remember, such kind of the people. And wherever everyone is there, wherever they are, because I never liked this guy called Mercy Empire. I never liked her. And she was acting like now, she is now the wife to Marwa. Everywhere, everything. She thinks now, I'm now the control of the budget. I'm the control of the budget in everything. That she was too much. Because she think that, okay, she was coming here with the company's vehicle called the cabling, and she thinks that the vehicle is hers, and she was about, you know how she talks, and she has curled already the talk about the hair, and she was about so rude beyond measure, and she thinks that, okay, whenever she can intimidate this, she can be hard in this, she can be hard in this. Let me tell you a story. There's a time, the hoods, if you know the hoods, they came with the deepest. And also, there were the t-shirts called Dim Dam Dogs. Whatever Dim Dam Dogs they are, fantastic. Even deepest, wherever they are, fantastic. They brought this kind of the t-shirts and also the hoods. Because that time, let me tell you guys, during that time, no one could recognize us. Me, Mogesi, and Nesto, no one could recognize us because we were so small in terms of YouTube channel. And now we had created a channel and we were growing it. We were even less than 1,000 subscribers during that time. I can just remember. So it reached a time now. These things were now being disbursed to everyone. They had written the names. Dim Dam Dog sent some things, which is Stephanie sent some things from, I don't know where he is, California, maybe USA there. And DP sent their own luggage. So as people could just get their share. Then, as things were coming, the hood, Mercy Empire was thinking about, oh, now I'm always, I was now the head of the committee, me and the Sausage, hey. Whenever things came, the hood, she never got the hood. The only thing she got was a t-shirt of Dim Dam Dogs, and the only thing that was mature there, it was the Deep East hood. Everyone was about, even me, I never received it. There are the people who received it, but I was not recognized during that time, and that's the fact. So Mercy talked about, I cannot take this. She was crying pathetically that why that I have had, you know guys, let me tell you one thing. Whenever that party was held, people organized themselves and talked about, I'm the manager, I am the chairman, I'm the CEO, I'm this, I'm the member, I'm this and this and this. So that's how the things were just ongoing there. And unfortunately, whenever the party now ended, these staffs came so as they can be dispersed to everyone under the position you are heading. So Mercy Empire thought about he was the chairman. Now the things that came, oh my living God, it was only a shirt. And she cried and talked about, I don't want it. So it was that, that's how you have to measure yourself. Because don't think that everyone can recognize you. Maybe the small one, the people who are thinking about, they're the smallest ones, they cannot be recognized. They're the ones who are recognized. They're the people who are recognized. Then Mercy Empire was about talking about maybe she has some buttocks, so she can just do anything she needs, anything she can just talk about, anything she can just crawl. It can. Even I don't have much of the things to express this kind of a lady. She was rude beyond measure. She can even come to you and talk about, what are you doing? I hate you. I don't want you to do this. Even during the time of Dimwango came and Dimwango was talking about you again too. I don't like you. I don't like how you are doing this. Yesterday I told you do this and this and this. Now you are going to pay me. Give me 20,000. And I did not even monetize my channel. Give me 20,000 Kenya shillings, or tomorrow you're going to the police, or you're going to sleep in jail. And that's the fact. And guys, let me tell you, this boy yesterday he came here. You know how she always speak about, you know, guys, yesterday I warned this boy, and today again she posted me. She was talking about my home. She was there at my home, and Mercy Empire was there. Now the story comes. She was about, even this boy, I don't like him. I don't know this. I was about my friend. Can you deal with your own business? If I'm told, go there, and they never had anything to do, and I had to cook, I do whatever I'm doing, I film what I'm doing. So this lady was about, this boy is always uploading. The only thing that was giving people headache is whenever we have a camera this way and we record the video, give me 30 minutes, it will be online. 30 minutes after finishing, it will be online. That was the fact. Because that was my technique. Everyone has his own technique. Talk about you want to go. Me, it's called, and I thank you very much, Maro, for you telling me that raw and uncut. Fantastic. He ever talks to me that way. Raw and uncut. I don't cut. If I start filming, that's it. Whether I fell down, whether I pollute, whether I do what, everything comes to you live because it's the nature. That is it. So whenever we film, they start going to cut this, put this here, renovate this, put concrete here. No, 1 spoon of cement. No, salt is not enough. No, this is called the puree. No, this is onions. No, we want to use red onion. No, we have to use this turmeric. No, these spices are too much. No, these are beef stew. No. So everything they want to make sure that I don't have that time. Whenever I film, we go with the nature, because there's some things that you are blogging. We want to see what has happened, because even a fly can pass here, can do this, because I can tell you, hey, these flies, them they cut it. Talking about it, it will just indicate the video, display indicate. So they're jumping from, they're now going, them. That's what they're doing, and I don't mind such kind of the things. They're always doing to the people always. And now whenever she was crying that okay, she has not received things from Deep East, the hood and everything, I was about we are together. Even Uncle Mo never got it. It never got it. Even Uncle Mo never got it. So she was crying, serious crying, and she went to Irene Jep. Hey, Irene Jep, why couldn't I receive it? Why couldn't they send it? I saw this was a bogus. We are there like me. I was constructing a fish pond, making sure that people are dancing there. They are so clean. Gindu is very, very dirty. Coming to serve food, very dirty. Making some video from there. And I never received. I was about, there's no problem. You know, these things are from the world. And the same people were given such kind of presents. We are always together. We are always together outside here. We are together. We have to groove together. So, mind to know what you are doing. There's a guy who came there called Masai with a passport. Salute, bro. Salute to you. Salute. Ever gave me some of the shoutouts, even in live. They knew, one-on-one live. It was there. The people who have humility. That the people who knows that even me, I came from this position. There are people who knows that this is how people are struggling to make it. And there are people who knows that I have reached here, it's me. Like David Jr., it's me. And it's me, not even God, it's me. That's the nonsensical things ever possible. But that is what now costing Mercy Empire ever. And during that time, I can just remember, she was now coming and talking about, the same day now, Dimwango was attacking me. She was talking about, these boys here, I don't like them even, and this and this. Master Empire was now outside there talking about, I don't like this boy because he uploads video very fast. I don't know why. Why couldn't he? I was asking myself. So we have already filmed a video. You are there, I'm there. You are filming, I'm filming. Now what's the problem with that one? So uploading now differs now. Why can't you upload with an immediate effect? So you want to go, you have to get Marwa where Marwa is. Make sure that Marwa, I'm here, recognize my presence, show Marwa that you have nyash, you have buttocks, turn to him, Marwa, I have curled the hair, it's curled and it's painted red, it's painted this, it's dyed this, it's that. That's the nonsensical thing ever possible. I don't have that. I don't have that. And that's what is costing now them. And they were so envious and jealous. And the good thing is, all of them went and left me there. All of those people who are talking about, I'm the chairman, I'm the CEO, I'm this, I'm the PA, all of them disbursed. And the Gintu, Mogesi, and Nesto, Mangare, we remained. We remained. And that's what now is called humility. Just play your league. Know that this is your league. And during that time, I was told that everyone is getting out. No one is. You can just remember how he talked about the congrat mom. She was telling me, Tata, now you are going to leave the compound. So show me how to feed the fish. Stupid idea, or what is that one? Hey, I show you how to fish, how to do the fishing, and then now she knew that Gintu will be the first person to leave the villa. Was the first person, but due to unconditional circumstances, all of them left. Gintu Mogesi were left behind, and I was about no problem. Let's go forward. Let's go forward now. And the same people, whenever I was there, they were the people who were coming to talk about, hey, one-on-one, let me talk about the sausage. The sausage was coming. Hey, Gintu. Hey, Ayamboke was there. Hey, Gintu. Pablo. Hey, Gintu. Talk about who? Talk about who? Talk about who? Irene Jep, I went to Eldoret. She invited us. Hey, Gintu, how are you? Hey, one-on-one. That's the things. And that's how the things are going. And whenever now the person goes to the camera and talk about Gintu, I don't need you here, I don't do this, you are ungrateful, you stole me some fish. I was about, how can I steal my fish that I gave you? I have 6,000 fish at the other side. I give you 300, not even an eighth. A 0.03 of an eighth. Then you tell me that I stole your fish, I do this, which was the bogus thing ever done. So that's where now the things went kaboom. And I was now passing even Nyabwanse. Somebody sees you, whoo, it passes like he doesn't know you. And even one day I was just filming. Somebody told me, don't film me. Don't film me. There's a day I went to Pablo K.E. funeral of the manager, the sister, who is the manager, Rose DJ. It was, everyone was there. I was trying, even Sintake. I went to Sintake, hey bro, how are you? I've seen you one-on-one. They move. Pablo was there, at least Pablo. I can just talk about Pablo was a mature person. He is mature person. Ayamboke sees my camera this way, they disappear. Or they put down their face. They think that, okay, whenever you appear to Gintu's channel, I was just filming how the things were going. And I was the only person, the only thing that gave them a headache, I was the only person who was filming that video from the start to the finish. So everybody will come to watch that video so that they can sustain themselves that they have watched and have seen what is going on. Whether they are the other team or this team, the supporters or not, they could come. And that was the best thing. And people were just hiding their faces. I can just remember even that time how we had hid herself. And it was about no problem. Sintake hid the... And right now we are outside here. So guys, you know these things, sometimes you have to bear with the circumstances. Don't think that sometimes that, okay, I'm this panel, I'll never come to this. Maybe I'm this, I'll never come to this. So this is how the things are moving. And right now, we are so many now. We are looking for each other. You know, we are looking for each other outside here. And that's how we want to do our things. That's how we should be going. So, there's an issue of the sausage that that I ever talked about. I'm gonna be giving you much of it, and this is the fact. During the time of the party, there was this guy called Mayugno. Mayugno was not happening to come. It was very rare cases to find Mayugno coming to the party. And during that time, the donations were so many, so you cannot find a Mayugno at the party, my friend. He has to go to party anywhere else to make sure that he sustains himself, you know. So the point was this. People were getting some of the surprises. Talk about, hey Mayugno, I'm coming to you, you know, I'm coming to see you. Then the guy takes some 2 cements, 3 cements because he has under construction. Whenever they reach there, talk about, I don't want donations. I don't want donations. I don't want. No, I don't want to give anyone a shout out. I was about, oh my living God, what is this? But it reached a time. I never knew that Mayugno could ever come to the village or to the villa, come and struggle with us, talk about, I don't want this team to, and you came and you found us there, we were working there, tell us that I don't want to find you and to that position I want to do. And you are not doing that. We are the people who are, they're like the handyman and talking about, now this is my team, it wants to do here work, you just go and do the other works. And they could just meet you. There's a time it reached, Mayugno could just come to you live. Hey Gintu, how are you? Say something. And during that time of the party, even getting Mayugno even to film you this way, no day, ever, entirely, ever, cannot. Even you can talk about, hey, I don't feel like filming right now. But whenever you turn one corner, you find the guy is rindimering. Hey, I was about, hey, so why do you deny me, my friend? Even a shout out to my friend. What's the problem? Now it came to a point now you have to come because now things have got rampant, you know? Thank you very much. We know you have to groove together as a team, my friend. That's how the things are moving. So this person of Pagata, Pa, Paragacha, Pa, Pa. You know, whenever you hear that Paragacha, that's the walking style of the sausage, yeah? So, you know, the buttocks are so huge, you know, the carelessly hanging objects, you know. So whenever now she's now walking, you know, the middle tendage, pa, 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 parakata, pa, 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 pa. So the sausage, during that time, she thinks that everything is under her control during the party. So she was now, whenever she sees that this person, the YouTube channel is more growing than hers, cannot allow you. She cannot allow you to make any video with Marwan. Never in this world. Never. She was rude beyond measure. She can even chase you. That was the fact about that. And I was disgusted with that lady. Ever. Because you are going there, you can just find, even there's a time, the guy was called One Drop. I'll find One Drop where he is, and he will get us this story. One Drop was talking about, I need my payment before I can open the music. It brought chaos. Even they start a committee, and she was heading it. They talked about if he doesn't want, he can leave, he can pay for it. I was about to pay this. Do you know what we are talking about? Do you know what you're talking about, the sausage? I was about to, you don't know what we are talking about. He was just forcing One Drop like, he can talk to One Drop like shit. Heckling unto him. I was disgusted about that. And he was now controlling. The system is his. I come with the DJ, do this and this and this. The guy is complaining that these things I've done here. Yes, I've done it. But now, let's talk about how are you going to pay me before the party ends. I make sure that everything is straight. And they're talking about, hey, she runs to Marwa. Hey, Marwa, come and see. And now one drop is talking about he cannot play the music. He has to leave. He don't want him into this position. So I was about, so do you have the money to pay for it? She was very, very disgusting. And she thinks, okay, now she was being consumed and being used unto the villa. So she thinks that, okay, whenever she just speaks something that, okay, Maro, this person has to leave this village, has to go. I was about, so do you think that you can now control everything? Unfortunately, things ran well. And everybody was fantastic. And things went fantastic. That was the point. That was the point. So for the sausage, be cool, see things are going. Wait for the Argentinian long nose to have to do something called signing papers that I don't come back to Africa. You take over the responsibility. Make sure that you stay tuned. Stay short. Make sure that you are waiting for it. Maybe it's yours. But you will wait. You have to wait. Fantastic. So guys, the closing point I want to close with, and to this platform one-on-one, is this. There's this person called Marwa, and he was talking about you're gonna be getting a lawyer and you're gonna be getting one person in jail. Whatever he doesn't know is one is living in the same village. He thinks that you can just come, talk about, okay, I have a lawyer, can you get Gintu to the police custody, jail the guy, make sure that doesn't come out. That's what he needs. And that's what he was talking about. But it is unfortunate that we know everything. Do you know that the church called SDA in Nyabohanse, even let's talk about, even Sintake was there. There was a fundraising that was done for Marwa to go to the Colombia. Do you remember that time? A fundraising was done. People from Nyabohanse were the people who contributed the money for this boy to go to Colombia. And right now, he's coming outside here to talk about, this. Now you want to make sure that your family is the best and that you are the richest. You are not the richest, my friend. There are people in Nyabohanse who are the richest than even your family. If you are so rich and, not that even maybe you have money, it's the richness. No, the richness doesn't come that way. The richness is, whom do you help this way? And how do you react about it? Why do you help somebody and go and say that, okay, go and unsubscribe, and you people who are supporting that guy, your days are numbered, you are stupid. What the heck do you think you are talking about? And you're thinking that, okay, the same villagers, you knew that what they did to you in terms of fundraising, and your family could not raise amount of the money, you go to the Colombia, go and get, not even Colombia. Was it called Colombia? I think it was Colombia. And he was now heckling outside here, talking about, no one has ever helped me. Our family was struggling. Our mother done this. Our mother just gone and borrowed some money. Don't lie, people. Go straight to the point and tell people that this Nyabohanse village, that's why it's now famous. They contributed money. They fundraised the money so as I can go to Colombia and get much what I need there. And it was an SDA church and analyzed all the things. And you were given money. People contributed from their pockets, not your mother's pocket nor father's pocket, and they contributed, and they are doing several works outside there. Most of the people, maybe they're the handmans, maybe they're masons, maybe they're teachers, maybe they're farmers, maybe they're what caretakers, and even some of them, they're soldiers at the gate, and you are now misusing yourself and talking about, I cannot, I have to go with my family this way, and what's just there. The Mwango right now she has money, more money than Marwa. And Marwa talk about, let me not lose Dimwango, let me go hand in hand, let me put the CJ, let me put Minihawi, let me put Nasto aside, let me put Pablo KE, let me put Ginto aside, so as I go hand in hand with my family only. But one day it's coming, because she will not be there, and the villagers, we are the people outside here, now we have joined, and we are so many. And make sure that whatever you are doing, the Mwango right now, she's not your type. Think twice. Think twice before you get what we are just talking about. Thank you very much, guys, for you listening and watching the video from wherever you are. I'm going to be updating you much about whatever is coming from the village, and also the shenanigans that are prevailing into this section. And also, guys, I was ever talking about yesterday, I was with Nairobi teacher. He talked much about how the things going to be, and we have something that's going to be getting arrested, and we are waiting for that moment to reach, and we're going to be getting it fully entitled, and you're going to be telling us what is the next episode. I'm going to be talking about it for 2 weeks. It's coming. Things going to be coming lit and more fire from this position. So if it's your first time you're watching the video, keep it tuned, keep it locked. It's underscore Ginto back again to the roots of today. And I'm going to be giving you much of the things that you don't know about the village, and how the things are going to be covered onto this segment. And it's coming to you live, and it's one-on-one. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Things are coming to you live, and this is the end.